Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Dawn Channel. We're here on Hollywood Boulevard. Now about to head southbound. Or we were heading southbound, now we're heading westbound. On Charleston Boulevard here on the very east end of town. And yes, folks, here in the desert, that is rain that you see out there. On the other side of town, it almost always rains in Summerlin before it'll ever rain on this side of town. I don't know why that is. That's probably why Howard Hughes decided to build Summerlin out there instead of over on this side of town, because at least in the summers it would cool off. If it did start to rain, it would cool off over there before it would ever cool off over here. On this side of town you got oh, look at that excursion limo on the right there, and they're hanging out here at Sunrise Casablanca, it looks like, which is a little neighborhood gaming bar here on East Charleston. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. Certainly Summerlin tends to be a little bit higher in elevation than we are on the where we are right now. This is Tree Line Drive right here. This goes down to Sahara. It's just a little neighborhood arterial in here. Had a lot of folks comment on some of my videos recently of the east side. I had one tell me to just leave the east side alone and leave folks on the east side alone. And my videos, the only reason I do these is, one, to edify folks looking to move here about the area and make informed and educated decisions about where they move. I mean, for most of us, your home is going to be the largest investment you make in your lifetime. So it's a huge decision, and where you live matters, and the amenities where you live matter, and the calls for service in the area in which you live, I believe, matter. This is a newer Tacoma here in front of us. I didn't even recognize it at first. It's different. Over here is a former not Whole Foods, Fresh Market, and now and then it became like a little flea market, but that failed too. Fresh and Easy, I think that's what it was called, one of those. But it didn't survive over here on this side of town, which is a shame, because a lot of the articles that I've read said on this side of town, there are not a whole lot. It's a food desert. There's not a whole lot of healthy options for folks over here on this side of town. With the rains, typically comes some wild winds, and so you'll probably see a lot of debris floating about all over the place. As we pass Betty Lane, we've done a lot of videos up and down various iterations of Betty Lane. Feel free to check that out in our video library. And then the other reason I like to do these videos is because I think and feel and am confident that government can and should, in fact, do better for the folks on this side of town. Look what they do for the folks on the other side of town. I mean, they beautify the streets, they beautify the neighborhoods. On this side of town, where's that? Where's that happening? And you get a lot of little gaming bars over here on the east side of town. There's a few of them over on the west side, of course, but they don't seem to be as numerous on the east side of town as they are, as numerous on the west side of town as they are on the east side of town. So what does that tell us? I don't know. I'll pause it here for a moment. And as soon as I said that, the light turned green. If you're new to the channel, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. Really helps the algorithm. My big pal Al, I call him. Charleston Commons Shopping Center over here on the right. Burlington Coat Factory, PetSmart, Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market. Never heard of that. That must be new. Some folks are encamped up there on the pedestrian bridge overhead. And then you see these white pedestrian barriers here in the medians. Now, we've seen various colors of these all over town. On the Strip, they have them in green, and then we saw some, I think it was North Las Vegas, that were in brown in color, but you see them in white here, and really they look just dark and dirty and grimy. from all the road traffic and oil and rubber and everything else. And it's not a good look. I don't know whose idea it was to put white barriers up right next to a major thoroughfare. And someone looked like they tried to tag a portion of it there. But I guess the pedestrian jaywalking thing is not an issue right in this area. And then we have the Charleston Indoor Swamp Meet over there, rather. The Swamp Meet. Come on down. We're gonna make a left here onto Lamb, another major north-south artery here on the east side of town. Goes all the way from Desert Inn, all the way up past the VA hospital out there. Well, the VA hospital is actually over on Pecos, but Big 5 Sporting Goods there. That's been there for a while. Wonder how they do. What kind of business they do in there. Home Depot over here on the right. A little Walmart neighborhood market here on the left. And Taco Bell signs all tagged up. And you can see the rain clouds there. You can see so it looks like there's rain falling from some of them. I don't know if that rain is actually reaching the ground. But there is rain falling from those clouds up there. And it's a big deal here in the desert, of course, because we don't ever get any rain. Golden Corral over here, one of the few remaining buffets here in town. I think we're down to 8 buffets down on the strip with the closure of the Luxor's buffet. And you have like Bacchanal buffet that's like $100 a person almost. So the few buffets that are left, they're going to end up jacking their prices up even higher because they know there's no one else around. And that's what people like to do. They like to go and eat a lot. It's Thanksgiving every day at the buffet, right? Make this right here onto Wyoming and head westbound for a moment. I'd like to take a look in here and see what we got for sale up here on the corner of Sand Hill in Wyoming. We've done a few videos up here. You never know what you're going to see on the east side of town. Always watch every video till the very end because you never know what you're going to see here on the Vegas Dawn channel. There's always something interesting over here in Las Vegas. Del Almo Drive there on the right. And so this is Interstate 11 / US 95, the overpass here that we're about to go under. And here we go. Take a look at this. We've got power tools, we got your bicycles, we got your ladders. There's a DeWalt something, looks like a sander or something over there. And then we got someone selling juice right here. We're gonna go up here and turn around so we can give you the full view of how things look here. So this is the embankment here right next to the interstate. Or at least now it's called an interstate. It was just US 95 before. And we're gonna turn around right here. What is this guy doing? I don't know what they're doing. I was gonna try and make a U-turn there. Now he's making a U-turn behind me. Okay. So we have a little trailer park over here. All right. So now we'll head back southbound here. And so once again, here we are, Sand Hill and Wyoming. On the east side of town, we got someone selling juices. We got some, it looks like that might be an encampment right there of some sort. But we got someone selling juices right here. And we got someone selling power tools and ladders, bicycles, some spare tires maybe. Cocos Tiernos right there. And it looks like they're packing up for the day. Not as many vendors out here right now as there usually are. There's usually a lot of them out here. And typically when they do it on a weekly basis, it's no longer a yard sale. Plus, they're doing it on what is probably state property right there, I would imagine, on the right next to the interstate. This is Sahara right here in a major east-west artery here in town. We'll pause it here for a moment at this light. This is interesting. This building right here on the corner, it says available, so I guess it's for lease. But then on the same banner in black right there, it's advertising a law firm. No, it says real estate group. Okay, so the attorneys are now into real estate. Life is good when you're making a lot of money. Real estate's where it's at. They're not making any more of it. So this is Sandhill Continued, just south here of Sahara. And right now we've got one vehicle, an RV parked there. Looks like it's been tagged. We'll come down here. And this is Glen Avenue. Again, we've done quite a few videos in this area before, but again, we never know what we're gonna see. Which is why you should always watch to the end of every video, because last weekend we saw a peacock at the end of a video. I wasn't expecting that one. Got some, well, I guess it was domesticated because it looked like it was inside someone's yard. Actually, there were two of them. There's a fuel distribution facility here on the left. Uses all these little shipping containers. And then we've got this wash right here, which typically tends to house a lot of folks. So we're right here off of Park Street. Major cross streets here are going to be Boulder Highway and Sahara. And there's a car up on blocks. This, we'll make this right here. Some activity there. It looks like they're trying to change the chain on a bicycle. As always, folks, we want to thank you so very, very much for being here. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe to us. It really helps recommend us to other viewers, and it absolutely helps recommend us to the almighty algorithm. The almighty algorithm is what really carries the weight of your voice to other folks. So please help us out here on the Vegas Don channel. We're very grateful for each and every single one of you. We could not do this. Thank you. A heartfelt thank you from all of us here at the Vegas Don channel. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. Also, please check out my wife's channel, brand new channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does astrology and spirituality. Even if that's not something you're into, maybe someone you know is into it. So please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. And as always, it is the journey, folks. We'll see you next time.